Welcome to Career Connection, a career advisory program that is designed to help you, our viewers, to choose the right career. What is the right career? The right career is a career that gives you a number of things. Number one, financial well-being, gives you mental well-being, gives you an identity, and in a nutshell, one that gives you success. Now, having said that, my name is Lovemore Tsvangira, your career compass. I'm a certified career master coach, international, that is. So all I'm trying to say here is you are in very good hands. So pay attention to what I'm going to be saying. Today we are going to be talking about a mindset that is killing a lot of our young people, that is causing frustration to a lot of our young people. What is the mindset I'm talking about? It's a mindset that says that having a university degree is the best career pathway. Some even think that it is the only available successful career pathway. As a certified career master coach, I would like to debunk this perception, this mindset. I'm reminded as I speak to you now of a counseling session that I held last month with two young people, and they were considering their options. And I asked the other young person, both of them only have O levels, they don't have A levels. And I asked them whether they would consider going to a polytechnical college or an industrial training college. And you know what the response was from one of the young people? It was a boy and then a young girl. The girl was like, poly? But I've heard my friends saying that poly is not good. So I felt that we need to help our young people. They need help. And I don't blame the young people. This is a belief, this is a perception, this is a mindset that has been passed on to us, to the young people, by the elders. It's a perception that's coming from society. So I would like to deal with it today and provide the proper information here to help our young people make the right career choices. Like I said earlier, career choices that will give them financial well-being, that will give them an identity, that will give them financial plus mental well-being. So, to get straight to the answer, a university degree is not the only pathway to success. If you are going to consider doing a degree, number one, you have to look at your passion. And of course, look also at the conditions in the labor market. Is this program going to help you get employment if you want to get employed by somebody else? Is this program going to help you create a job for yourself if you can't be employed by somebody else? So my advice for degrees would be for those that are highly specialized. If you're going to be doing medicine, if your desire is to become a medical practitioner, then by all means go for a university degree. Okay, if you're considering becoming a lawyer and you're passionate about that and you are good at that, then by all means go for a university degree. There are several other areas where it is worthy to go for a university degree. But I would like to say, and let me back up what I'm going to be saying with facts and research. The World Bank has concluded, and you can Google this, they have concluded that 7 out of 10 young people are not engaged, are not employed because they lack skills. This is one statistic, very, very key. And this is global. This is not just for Zimbabwe. This is a global statistic. The second statistic that I want to share with you, our viewers, is that they've also concluded that many more job opportunities in developing countries, in low to middle income countries, that include our country, Zimbabwe. Many of those jobs, and this is a trend that they've been picking over time, many of those jobs are in the informal sector. Many of those jobs are now being done on a freelance basis. Now, what does this mean for a young person that is looking for a career to pursue? What it means is that many opportunities, job opportunities, are now in the informal sector. So the question is, and this is a change of mindset that we require here. What are those skills? What are those programs that one can do that will enable them to get a job either as a freelancer or in the informal sector? I'm not saying let's close off the university programs that take you into the formal sector. I'm just saying you want to be realistic here and say, where do I have the best chances of getting employment if I pursue a certain program? And so what the World Bank, not what I have said, of course we are observing the very same thing, that people who have done practical skills, people who have done technical skills, I will break down some of those skills that I refer to as practical skills or technical skills. I'll tell you. So if somebody does graphic designing, for example, they can either get employed in a formal job, in an organization, company, government, quasi-government, non-governmental, okay? But if they fail to get a job in the formal market, guess what? They can design things for those very same companies on a freelance basis. And I can tell you that not just are we talking about graphic designers. There's a job that people look down so much upon. Okay, it's a it's a skill that people look down upon. Plumbing. I know you're laughing. I know, I can imagine the reaction on your faces. But you tell me, and please, I'm not looking down upon this other profession that I'm going to mention. But I'm so sure, this is my opinion, people look down upon plumbing as a job because they think that the plumber has to deal with some uncomfortable things. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about fecal matter here. But have you ever asked yourself a question? Nurses in hospitals do exactly the same thing. Okay, so yeah, I can imagine that nurses on a daily basis, they have to deal with uncomfortable scenarios. So I think I am right to say there is no need for anyone to look down upon that skill, upon that job. If I were to say something to you, for those that are interested in, I'm not promoting that, please, I'm a firm proponent of people staying in their country, getting skills and building our own country. But I'm saying, because we have seen it happen and we can't run away from it, we've seen quite a number of people leaving the country for greener pastures. People are going to Australia, people are going to UK and the like. I can tell you, do your research. Plumbing is one job that's in demand out there. So you will earn some very good money, okay? Unlike somebody who has gone for a university degree, which is not in a specialized area. So some people tend to think that practical jobs, technical jobs pay lower than jobs where you have to use a university degree. It's not necessarily the case. And in some cases, it's actually not true. I know technicians in companies, technicians in organizations. If you've ever been to a plant, to a manufacturing company or to a mining company, the people that really make sure that the plant, that the machinery, that the equipment in those organizations is running are not your degreed people. These are technicians who have gone to a polytechnical college, who have gone to an industrial technical college and do not have a degree. What they have is some kind of a certificate, or they have a diploma from a polytechnical college or an industrial training college. So I am here just as an advisor to our young people and also to the parents, because, by the way, we know parents have a huge influence in the decision-making process of their children. If a parent is not happy with a certain career choice that you have, you are likely going to, we've seen it happening, it's probably a topic for another day, where children end up pursuing certain careers because they want to make their parents happy. They don't want to be seen to be fighting, even though that career does not make them happy. And we have seen later on, people tend to even change, or they regret for the rest of their lives because they did a program just to make sure that their parents were happy. So what is my message, young people and parents alike? My message is, the World Bank has concluded that more and more jobs are being found in the informal sector. What this therefore means is we need to encourage our young people to look at skills, look at programs of study that help them to find a job in the informal sector or as a freelancer in the event that they can't get a job in the formal sector. And there are many such skills, and we need to really hype, both at home, okay, as parents, as guidance. We need to hype in schools even, because also teachers tend to talk a lot about universities and not about the other centers of learning, colleges, vocational training colleges as such as well. We really need to hype these. They are providing the skills that enable industry to run, skills that enable businesses to run. If you look at the telecoms sector, for example, the ICT sector, people that will come to your house to configure a router, people will come to your house when your internet is not working, people who will come to fix something for you are not your degreed people. These are technicians that have either learned the job on, that have received on-the-job training, or that have got some form of a certification and not a degree. So let us hype this. Let us help our young people. More and more livelihoods are being sustained by jobs being done on a freelancer basis, or jobs being done in the informal sector. So let's not look down upon carpentry and joinery. Have you ever imagined everybody, I bet you, if you're in Zimbabwe, everybody, if given a choice, would love to live in the northern suburbs. We're talking here about your Borodales, we're talking about Vinona, we're talking about Glenlawn, we're talking about another place you can think of, Greystone Park, up in the north. But all those big and nice houses have had some plumbing work done by somebody. And I can tell you that that plumber took a good amount of money from that house. Those houses, those mansions, have electrical wiring done in them. And I can tell you that there's an electrician who took a ton of money from that house, and that electrician does not have a university degree. I can tell you that those houses were built by a bricklayer who does not have a university degree. So if you want to look at where opportunities are, entrepreneurship is one such area that we have to look at. You've got a skill, you can easily create a job for yourself and employ other people. I think this is where the world is going. This is the trend that we have, not according to me, but according, I want to believe you will believe what the World Bank says. They have the reputation. This is where the world is going. So not everybody should go for a university degree. Am I looking down upon university degrees? Absolutely not. I'm just saying there are certain programs you ought to go to a university for. But there are also other programs that you do not really need to go to university for. I've seen countless people who have gone to universities, who have degrees, who are not using those degrees because they cannot find a job that requires that qualification. So why waste your time? Why waste money? Why waste resources? And then you end up using a different program. This is my message for today. It's just an encouragement for parents out there to back our young people and to advise and to encourage them, as long as they have a passion in a practical area in a technical area. Somebody wants to become a culinary chef. Let's encourage our children to do that. They want to do carpentry, joinery. Let's encourage them. They want to become an electrician. Let's encourage them. They want to become a cybersecurity specialist. Let's encourage them. This is where the world is going. So let's not look down upon these vocational training centers, vocational training colleges, industrial training colleges, our polytechnical colleges. They are producing people that are earning some very, very good amounts of money. This is where the world is going according to the trends that have been shared as highlighted earlier on. So viewers, with these nice pieces of artwork that you see, if you are excited and would like to buy one, they are certainly available for sale, and you can get in touch with typocrafters who are located at the corner of 2nd Street and George Slindika Avenue here in Harare. Thank you so much for watching. It was a pleasure having you. We look forward to having you in the next program. And for you to share feedback with us, please do. We encourage you to do that on this number, 0779 039 124. You can certainly share your feedback in the comment section below. Also on the Institute of Career Development website. Please do follow us. We certainly want to engage with you more. Thank you so much.